Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 new virtual plays that you guys may want to really pay attention to. 1, we already talked about. 2, we already called out in the Discord group, right? So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below and why you guys are down here. You guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask me, how does that Patreon group work? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers here that you guys don't want to miss out on the next ones. You guys can go onto Patreon, scroll through all the posts that of the plays that we've been getting into, the market cap, and where they are currently at making that post, and that will give you guys an idea of all the action we get into with that Patreon group here. Remember, you can also pick up my Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook here. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply. All of that is very important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. And with that said, if all that looks good to you guys can take advantage of the Black Friday deal that I got going on. For the last final week here is going to end on the 7th of December. This will give you guys ample time to see if the group is for you guys. You guys can test it out at 50% off, and I even opened up new spots for the OG tier that you guys can get in just to test it out. So let's get right into the video, guys. Now, virtuals right now is at 93 cents at a $612 million market cap, FDV of $933 million. You guys can scroll down, you guys can see the all-time high of virtuals being $5. I actually do believe that if we're continue on with this market here, and it's a very bullish market, that virtuals can actually get back to its all-time high. And of course, if the market sentiment starts to get better, the ecosystem for virtuals will start to heat up like crazy, where we can catch even better plays, and they start running even quicker. Right now, we're catching some of the good plays where, you know, we've experimented with some of the plays here. We called them out as gamble plays, so we've gotten into some of the plays very early. Some have hit and some haven't. Now, virtuals again is starting to look like the early days, let's say season 1 of virtuals again, because that is when you was able to find some of the best gems at low market caps. All you had to do was do some research, see who's back in it, see who the devs were. And this time you're doing the same exact thing with the unicorn launches as a fair launch. Not only that, it's not only just agents just launching on here now, it's actual full-fledged projects more than just agents. So this has me even more excited for the virtuals launch pad. And you guys can go through and check out all the upcoming plays that they're going to be having, you know, set reminders and things like that. Everything is pretty much fair launch. You guys can invest, right? Even though there's going to be a little bit, there's a high tax when you guys get in. I should be showing you guys this when there's a new launch, right? Because there's a high tax that goes down over time. Of course, I got into one of the recent plays around that 50% tax, just because I already knew it was going to be able to, I already will get that 50% right back once it pumps another 2x. But that tax is there to deter people from just trading in and out of these projects at the early stages. So you guys can get in, sit on it for a little bit, pause, take your time, you know, let the projects build up momentum so you guys can speculate on these projects. And we're going to talk about a few here, starting off with PRXVT. Now, these guys, when they first came out, they came out as kind of anonymous team. There was some people that was talking about it. Well, someone alerted me to this in the Discord. I already had seen it, but I didn't play it just because I couldn't find who the devs were and things like that. But that makes sense as they are a privacy AI agent type play here. And as you guys can see, it is sitting around that $1.2 million market cap, FDV of 2.57. It had a nice little run to around that $6 million market cap. Let's just switch up over here. Let's go back to the daily chart here. So it did get its opportunity to run to about the $3.12 million market cap, making the FDV around $6 something million. So this is one of those plays. It's a privacy play. You guys already know people have been pretty bullish on privacy, and this one hasn't been looking too bad right now, right? So we're building steadily. Transparent is key, so we keep our community in the loop. One highlight, right, that they have is revenue sharing from the privacy protocol fees on PX402, which they just make X private payments with the 402 mainnet launch. A modest fee applies to the privacy pool deposits. 100% of the flows straight right back into the token holders as reward. And as they say, they're really building, right, making private cross-chain X402 payments with PX402 OTF on the fly, fulfilling payments requests across Polygon. No one really uses Polygon, but it's still there, right? So it's a good start though. It's showing that their cross-chain privacy preserving payments is looking pretty good. So this has some people pretty interested into it now. I don't own any of it as of right now. I'm just bringing it up because it does look pretty interesting. Next, let's get into something I do own, which is Repo here. Now, you guys already know we did drop a pretty early video on Repo. That was just last week. We was very excited for Repo too. I told you guys about it. You guys, even watching just that video itself, you guys could have caught a nice 2x off of this video here of me breaking down Repo. And this is the reason why the Patreon group is so valuable. We caught it very early. You know, we posted it into the Patreon side of Discord here. We getting into Repo around that $2 million FDV. When you guys go check out Repo right now, it is around that $9.82 million FDV, and it's looking like it's going to continue to go up. Why? Because they just recently got highlighted by the virtuals teams themselves. Now, there's not too many plays that virtuals do highlight, but they have highlighted Repo here, Filecoin for storing / labeling data sets that train tomorrow's AI models. Repo is also a good example of a project that just wanted to launch on virtuals and have the, have the benefits of launching on virtuals, meaning the connections, the help from different teams like that, and they're not even an AI agent play. So that lets you know that there's going to be other projects that are going to probably want to launch through virtuals just from their connections and how well they're doing as a fair launch ecosystem. Now, PX here puts out a pretty decent tweet on Repo. Repo equals infrastructure for human preference signals, not a model, not a marketplace, not a crowdsourcing labor pool, not a DeFi farm, not a scale AI on chain. Repo equals a new primitive prediction markets, RLHF. Now, Repo is one of the newer plays on virtuals that actually has a lot of virtual investors pretty excited. I'm happy for it. We caught it pretty early, as you guys can see. Now, let's talk about the third one here that looks pretty interesting, but also highlights the riskiness of investing into these early fair launch plays, but also kind of shows you, if you guys have patience, you could let them build out a little bit more and you could catch these plays just like we did. Now, when you look at Black Hole here, you look on the daily chart, you guys can see the big wicks up, the big wicks down. This is because of how low the market cap is, and it doesn't take a lot of money to really pump up the price and even dump the price down, just because of how low the market cap is. These are the risky plays, but they do have huge potential if you catch them at the right time. Now, we posted them we posted Black Hole when it actually came out of auction. I actually believe that it was going to run a little bit more here, but it did drop, right? This also shows how much patience I do show when it comes down to these newer altcoins when they launch. I let them build up their momentum and see if they can recover. Of course, not all of them is going to win out, but right now I do believe that Black Hole is going to win out. Now, MedBody puts out this tweet here. Black Hole is one of the most interesting recent privacy focused launches on virtuals, right? Tackling several major privacy gaps in the ecosystem. So Black Hole is building a complete privacy layer for blockchain, offering private on-chain deposits and balances, fully private trading with zero metadata leakage, no KYC, on and off ramp, and virtual card payments. You guys already know how big that neo-banking narrative was getting just now. No ZK powered asset ingress plus ERC 4337 support. Now, again, just like the first privacy protocol that we pointed out, the developers to this was not doxed. This is one of the reasons why I called this one very risky, is because you don't know who's actually building out the project. But once you see that one of the core contributors at virtuals is actually following them, they must know somewhat about the team, making it a little bit more credible. But we have to give it more time to build up momentum for us, well, for probably a lot of people that are more risk averse to invest into it. Now, I got in early onto Black Hole the day it launched, and I actually added more onto the candle that I dumped. This is because, like I said, it's looking pretty interesting for me, and the risk to reward ratio here was beautiful for me. So this, I could see this running up in maybe a week or two, honestly, especially if the market gets a little bit better, and even if the market doesn't get too much better, if they're able to roll out more and more news, that gives more people things to speculate on for Black Hole. But that is just a video for you guys. I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the Virtuals unicorn launches so far? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.